Welcome to the Midwest Broadcasters Clinic here in Madison, Wisconsin. I'm John Lynch, Director of Business Development for Broadcast Supply Worldwide, BSWUSA.com. I'm joined by John Bisset of the Telos Alliance, and we are thrilled to announce the return to BSW of Axia.
Of Axia, absolutely. We're glad to have you as a partner, John.
Absolutely true, and it's a great time to get back after too long of an interlude.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
But, you know, we go back with Telos and the Telos Alliance to even before I joined the company, and that was back in another century. But it's always been a great partnership, but to have Axia back under the BSW umbrella is a thrill. And that's what we're showing here in Madison, Wisconsin, is some of the new consoles here from the Axia side. Plus, we have another new product we're going to talk about in a Tech Dive show we'll be doing here shortly. But the main thing is here at Madison, Wisconsin, great show, one of the best regional broadcast shows in the country. Very
Absolutely
popular, well attended, more attendees this year, more exhibitors this year, and of course we're here with you, and this is great. Let's do a moment here. I want you to kind of go over a little bit what the consoles that we have here that we're showing so they can get an idea, and then we'll go on and finish up the program because we wanted people to see what's here in Madison, Wisconsin right now.
Very good. If you're familiar with networking, that is what Axia is built on. Just like your computer network at your radio station or TV station, the Axia network provides everything on audio over IP, AOIP. You may have heard that term. The first console that you see here is our DESQ console, and it is a 6-fader console. And one of the things that's really neat about network consoles, you recall working with distribution amplifiers on analog consoles, problems with DA levels being correct, John? It's always been a problem, right?
Don't forget the 24 pair of cable going down conduit all over the studio, too.
That's right. What is really neat is one Ethernet cable carries all of this stuff. But the exciting thing about this is that the DAs all go away. There's no more distribution amps. Everything is done inside an engine, which we're going to show you in just a minute. But the actual surface, each fader surface on the surface has all of the inputs available. What does this do? Well, let's say you're doing a talk show and you've got 4 microphones, 1, 2, 3, 4. That can be profile number 1. The next time you have another show that may be music intensive and you may only have 1 microphone, but you've got 4 CD players. So 1 mic, 4 CD players. That would be profile number 2. You can see very quickly how easily this is to set the board up, and all the operator has to do is press a button and it relays everything to the console the way that he wants it to be.
What we can do today with 6 faders required 24 faders back when I was on the air with the 6 cart machines, the 3 reel-to-reels, the 2 cassette players, the several microphones, and the telephone system and such. It's now so compact because you can access all the channels you need with only 6 faders.
There you go. That's it. Because like you were saying, the CD players you may be using for music, but the cassette player or the reel-to-reel you may not need. Or if you have a turntable, say you're doing some vinyl playback, that can be on the list of profiles, but it's not something that you need immediately. But when you need it, it's there. So one of the exciting things about AOIP, all of these signals are digitized, and then all of these signals end up traveling through one Ethernet cable. You have a network going from one studio to another to another. All of the sources in all of those studios are available in every room. I was explaining 6 faders may not be enough for you, but it is for most people. That might be a good production room console. But if you want an 8-fader console, our IQ series console would be a good choice. IQ comes with 2 expansion capabilities, so you can have up to 24 faders with the IQ console. But you can see it's all very similar. It's got on-off buttons, and then the little logic controllers that tell you what's on each channel. And then you have the selector knob at the very top that you can depress and turn and select any source into any fader. So all of these inputs in your studio plug into what we call an engine. This is a mixing engine for the DESQ console. You can see there are 2 microphone inputs. Then we have a bunch of RJ45 inputs and outputs, logic, and then the actual network cables. So everything is compact. This does not have a fan, so it can operate inside the studio, and you can add whatever you need. So if you only have a few sources, you just plug those in, but you have the capacity for additional sources later on.
So that's a taste of what you see here at the Midwest Broadcasters Clinic in Madison, Wisconsin. And our thanks to John Bisset from the Telos Alliance, and a great addition once again here at BSW. We have the Axia line, and we're proud to show it here this week in Wisconsin and every day at bswusa.com or at our toll-free number. Talk with your favorite BSW sales rep at 800-426-8434. For John Bisset, I'm John Lynch, Director of Business Development at bswusa.com. Thanks for joining us.